are many truly great car companies, all with rich, magnificent histories. There's Ferrari, Jaguar, Lancia, Maserati, and so on, and so on.
Yes, indeed. But tonight, James and I are going to look at the history of the most brilliant, most inventive car company of them all, Peugeot. For thousands of years, there was only one way of crossing this Spartan landscape in the vast, dusty heat of North Africa. This was it. It was used by the Greeks, the Romans, the Berbers, the Phoenicians, the Vandals, the Arabs, the Carthaginians, the Ottomans, the French, the Tuareg, the Italians, and the British. But then, in 1968, the Camel's 4,000-year monopoly was ended by the Peugeot 504. Many people imagine it was Land Rover or Jeep that brought internal combustion to the world's most impregnable backwaters, but really, it was this. The King of Africa, as they called it. Yes, it had good ground clearance and parts were cheap. But what really endeared this mighty Peugeot to Africa was its rugged dependability. You regularly hear tales around these parts of 504s that have done 1 million kilometres and which have been to places that no Land Rover could reach without falling to pieces. 40 years ago, then, Peugeot was a byword for sturdy toughness and common sense. But then, in 1983, Peugeot decided it didn't want to make strong, sturdy, beige cars anymore. It wanted to throw off its sensy panties and be sporty and frivolous and fun. So it completely changed direction. It employed a brilliant chef de suspension and came up with cars like this, the 505 GTI, a sports saloon to rival any BMW. And then there was the 405 Mi16, which sounded like it was a machine gun, and it went like one. But best of all, Peugeot gave us this. The phenomenal 205 GTI, a car that was fast, even with James May at the wheel.
Was this the best hot hatchback of the 80s? Well, it was definitely a contender, wasn't it? It's still good. It's hard to believe that this was made by the same people who did the 504, made by the same species even.